Hello everybody, I just did my first Akawa session, which stands for Accelerated Kundalini Awakening. Now, it was through Zoom, it was online, and it was quite unlike anything I've experienced before. I didn't know what to expect. Now, the facilitator, Heidi, she welcomed everybody. She was very lovely. And the session started out very very chill. She just explained very clearly that in other modalities, there's someone that channels or transmits energy, right? So for the transmission or the channeling to be effective or clear, the channeler or the transmitter has to be clear or pure, right? Otherwise it can, And she's like, but in Akawa, what we do is we hold sacred space, or we open up sacred spaces. I don't remember exactly how she phrased it, but it was something like that. Now, she started out by showing us a video where we saw in a 2-minute video like random pictures or clips from sessions of Akawa, and by looking at it, like there was a certain atmosphere that I started to feel. It's like, oh, okay, that's the space she's inviting us in. Like I could feel it. It's like I was observing, I could feel whatever it was going on. So then session started immediately after that. Lay down on the mat and put the phone so that my body was visible, and the music started. Now the music that she used throughout the whole session was very like soft, beautiful, had very nice qualities. Immediately my hands started to move, a lot of movements. I started to move a lot, did like a bridge, and I felt immediately it was like this cloud of love, like literally a cloud of love was just pouring into me, and I was like enveloped by a cloud, and I just felt so much warmth and love. It felt almost like I was in a womb, or I was being rocked as a baby, just like this. It was so sweet and gentle and nice. And it went like so straight to the heart. It was straight to the depth, to the core. And it was quite intoxicating. So it started off gentle, and then I saw like images of angelic beings appearing. So like an angelic beings with a certain color, I could see them. And while there was like a lot of movements, I could start to feel my heart was like filling up, being filled up. And my hands were like doing all these kind of like, I don't know what it was doing, but it was doing all kinds of like signs, like drawings, and with every drawing, with every movement, there was there was like energy that I felt was like intensifying, like that. So beautiful, and I could just feel the energy coming in my heart. So much energy, so much warm love energy. At a certain point I started to sing a little bit, Elohim. Kept moving, and then I started to see like I saw my life, and I saw like relationships in my life. So my grandmother, I saw a friend of mine that I know, Sophie. Hey Sophie, if you're watching, shout out to you, you're awesome. And there was like, my hands were making like these energy balls of white light, and just sending it to them, sending it into their bodies. First was like my grandmother, and I was into Sophie. And yeah, just sending that, and so that happened. And then I started to, like, this voice, this knowing came. It was um, like I could sense, I could feel myself, like I had like, there was like this sense of like being, and like this knowing, like you're an instrument of love, you're a guardian of love, like something like that. Like, this is all my subjective experience, right? This is all from memory that I'm saying, so I can say some things a bit like this, but it was saying like you're a guardian of love, you're an instrument of love. And then I saw like my life in a strange way, like I felt my life, and I felt like there was like a voice was talking, like my mouth was talking, words were being spoken, but I wasn't saying them. And it was like, everything that happened to you, it's been preparing you. Like, you've been a failed or a broken man, a broken child, and everything that you went through, it's taught you, it's been teaching you how to love, so that now you can be your essence, you can be in your essence, you can be your essential self. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, like, my hands, like I could feel like there were like rings or something being attached to my hands, and like I feel this energy going through these hands, and my hands were like being picked up, and I was like this, and just energy pouring into me. So much energy, so much energy, so much beautiful energy. And then I started to do light language. Light language started to come out, and I saw like an image of somebody that I know, and it was like the light language was directed to them, and it was going towards them, to their head. I also saw somebody else that I knew who was in the session, and I saw like their image, and I saw how my hands, or how there was like this movement of like spinning the energy, like going up. There was this energy pole, this energy circuit, and then there was like the energy swirling around, going like this, and all kinds of things happening. Very beautiful to witness. I wasn't doing it, it was just happening. Then I started to look at my hands, and I was like, I woke up and I looked at my hands, literally looking at my hands. I'm like with these hands, like this is only one way that love can or God can, or divine love or love can use these as one way of coming into earth, or expressing itself into earth. I don't remember exactly what I said. Yeah, I started to see myself doing activations, like with my fingers in a certain way. Like I saw myself putting my fingers in a certain way on people's chest, saying some things, and there was like this wave, like coming out. So some kind of activation. I don't know how it works. I've never done it before, but I could see it, and clearly it was like some kind of activation that was happening. And then I all of a sudden I started to go into this different realm. Like there was this realm of like green pastures and blue skies, and there was just in the atmosphere, in the air, there was such infinite joy, infinite love, infinite peace. And it was just like flying or gliding or just levitating. It was just like, oh, just being there. It was so lovely. It felt so pure, and yeah, there was such a pure feeling. Then a voice said, like to me, like, do you want to live the life that you've been living before, like you lived before, or do you want to be a vessel for love? You want to be a vessel or an instrument for love. And I was like struck because I had a choice. I was like, oh, I have a choice, okay. And I was like, something in me was like, I don't know what the right choice is, because I don't know who I'm talking with. I don't know, like, I don't know what this is, right? So I don't want to give myself or invite something in me, because I saw like there was energy, like there was a certain kind of energy that was there. I could see glimpses of it, like, and I said like, God, I said, I surrender my will to God. I surrender my will to God. And then my body went into this state. It was like this very, very tranquil state of like, and then I said, please let me be a vessel for love. Let me be a vessel for divine love. And then I saw like an energy coming into my body, and it was like filling up my body, and somehow a part of me got like scared. It's like, oh, what is this energy filling up? What is this? What is it? But I felt there was like something. So I was like, I was a bit afraid that some energy is filling up my body. So I was like asking Jesus for help. I was like, Jesus, please help me, Jesus. Please help me, Jesus, please. So I started to pray, and all of a sudden, like this white light appeared, like, and it was like around me, and it was so clear, and like this energy light being appeared, and he was there, and I hugged him, and I'm like, literally, like I'm hugging, like I'm sitting like this, I'm hugging, I'm like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we just sat there for a while. Yeah. And I was like, please, and I started to play like, please God, show me your will, show me your will, show me your will. Yeah. And then I started to see how I did like the Kundalini course, Kundalini bodywork course. Like I just started to see that. I really like was doing that. Then I was doing pranic living retreat, and then there was some like something more. And then after that, like I don't remember exactly what I saw anymore. It was so subtle, so beautiful, so warm. I saw like this person who I know in my life, with whom I don't speak anymore, but with whom there's like a feeling of something unresolved, or something like, you know. So it's just looking at her, being present with her, and like saying, I forgive you, or I love you, or I love, something like that. And there was like a warmness, an easiness, yeah, a warmness that brought some spaciousness. Then what did I see? Right. Then all of a sudden, I started to receive like, I don't know, this information, like Igor, so my name, and then energy master, Igor, student of Ramana Maharshi, Igor, tantric expert, or something like that, or sexual expert, or tantric, I don't know what. It was like, okay. So these kind of things were being revealed to me. Now, the facilitator, she told that by in this process, what happens is you are being connected to the blueprint of you in source. And your body, your biological body, is learning from that, or adjusting to that, or I don't know how to phrase it rightly. Yeah, honestly, it was such a beautiful session. It went by so smoothly, so effortlessly. I'm really curious to see the integration process, how it went. Yeah, really grateful, really beautiful, really soft, really smooth, and this sense of fullness and love and yeah. A CAP facilitator that I went to a couple of days ago and did level 2 CAP with her. She was also in the session. Yeah. Such a small world. I'm curious to see how these sessions will evolve, because there's a facilitator training for this, and yeah, who knows, maybe I'll do this training. But what I witnessed, what I felt, it felt really nice. It felt really nice, really beautiful. Yeah. So gentle and warm. Now, there's a 4-week intensive coming up, online intensive. I'm thinking about signing up and doing more of these sessions. You know, I love this idea of the blueprint of you in source. Isn't that wonderful? I remember at certain points during the session, there was like codes or energy streaming into my hands, and I could see like my hands being activated in some kind of way. Yeah, and like a voice saying like, you're ready. And I opened my eyes, I looked at the screen, like my hand was reaching out at another person and almost like facilitating or doing something. Yeah. Humbled. This thing of the choice, like being a vessel for love, being an instrument for love. During the session, there was also like, I guess, sadness or emotion coming up. I started to almost like cry, because there was such a relief, because I felt this remembrance of who I was, or who I came to be, or who, yeah, it's difficult to put it in words, but when that remembrance was there was just like crying, and I realized like, like when that choice was put to me, like, do you want to live the way you've been living, or do you want to be an instrument or a vessel for love? And then the voice said like, choose. And for me, the fear that came up was like, what if I choose? Yeah, because I want to be a vessel for love, of course. What if I choose that, and like, yeah, there's some kind of hesitation, or words or ideas coming up, like, oh, like some energy's gonna come, and yeah. I guess I still have this sense of being me, wanting to be myself, wanting to be me. Beautiful session. Not what I expected at all. But yeah. So funny. it really goes really deep on an emotional level. I feel it still. It's like it goes so deep. Like, whoa. Like, I was literally, I still feel it. It's like, I've just been like, held, like, rocked like a baby. Holy moly. Let me check that I skip anything. Did I skip anything? So many different phases in this session. Like, so many different, yeah, movements, and then the visuals, and then the energy, and then, yeah. Yeah. I think I'm gonna do more sessions and, yeah, just document it. We'll see what happens. Have a good night, everybody.